How to buy on AliExpress from Denmark. The first and most important thing is to go to the top right where the flag appears and make sure that the country is correctly set for the AliExpress version. Then you will set the language. If you want, you can leave it in English or choose whichever you prefer. For currency, I'll leave it in US dollars. Click Save. AliExpress Denmark loads. I'll show you how to make a purchase. I'll show you how to buy, what to note. There are many products, deals, more at the top. Here we find a product deal and also see product categories, but we're going to pick a sample product and I'll show you what to look at. First of all, let's choose a random product. We're going to pick this product here on the right. It's already showing up for us. And let's take a detailed look at everything we need to keep in mind. First of all, on the left side, we should look at the photos to see if they really match the product description, which is this one right here. Always remember to pay close attention to the title of the product because sometimes you might get confused. In other words, they might be showing you this iPhone here, but it turns out they're not selling the iPhone, they're actually selling this battery. That's why it's important to tell the difference, since sometimes people feel scammed because they see one product in the images and receive another, but it's because they didn't read this part of the title. Also, remember that when we search for products on AliExpress, the price we see is the lowest available price. What do I mean by that? When you go into the listing, you'll notice that if, for example, I change the color or specifications of the product here, you'll see some options cost more than others. For example, this one here costs $15.22 and this one here costs $16.18. That's why before knowing how much it costs, you need to specifically choose which variation or size of the product you want in order to know the final price. Then, once you've read and seen all of this, you're gonna go down to the section where the reviews appear, and here it's important that it has at least 4.5 stars, and ideally that it also has plenty of reviews. For example, in this case there are only 15. I recommend a minimum of 30 or even 50 to be sure that real people are actually buying these products. Now we're gonna click where it says see more. And here we're going to filter using this image icon so we can read and above all see real images of the products. Since the photos that appear at the top of the AliExpress page are, let's say, edited photos that look really good, whereas the photos here in the reviews are real photos from customers who have actually bought this specific product. There we can already see more next to a hand. Its actual size on a table. Here we see in detail how it looks step by step. Once you've chosen the product, we'll move to the right to make the purchase. Here you need to be sure about the person selling it to you. You can click on it to go to the store or see other products this person offers. You can check in this section how many positive or negative reviews they have overall, because this person doesn't just sell this product but several others as well. And obviously it's better if they have a generally positive review rating. Then this will appear depending on where you are. You simply click on it, and here what you're going to do is specifically choose the country. Next you'll choose depending on where you're located, and that's it. This applies here. Remember that depending on where you're located, here on the left side where the price is, it may also include some taxes depending on your location. Then here at the bottom, the shipping price appears. In this case, it is completely free, but it does not include tracking, meaning we won't be able to track the product to know where in the world it is, whether it has arrived in our city or even if it has already reached our home. That's why I recommend that you buy products that have a tracking option. You just need to look for it, select it, and here, when you choose free shipping, it should indicate that tracking is included. Then, here it will specifically show the date when the product will arrive at your home or at the place you have chosen to receive it. After this, if you want, you can also change the quantity. You can choose as many products as you want, increase the number here, and depending on what you need, you place your order. I'll leave it at 1 and click buy now. When I do, this screen appears showing the shipping address. It's censored since it's my personal address, but I can click change to adjust it to wherever I am. Under payment methods, depending on your location, you'll see options to add a credit or debit card or other payment methods. As I mentioned, this depends on your location, and as you can see here, there's an option for promo codes. I leave one for you in the description if I can get access to it, and then here in the summary, you'll see the product price and the shipping cost. This probably changed and increased because I only chose a single very cheap product. That's why I recommend that you go directly to any product here and add several items. And once you add several products, the shipping cost will likely go down, which means it won't be as expensive. So what you can do is talk to friends or family members who want to order from AliExpress. So you can place a single order together and the shipping cost will drop significantly or at least stay the same. But since there are many more products, it's obviously much more worthwhile to make the purchase. Once you've made your purchase, click place order. When you get your tracking number, go to the website shown above, 17 track. Enter your tracking number here to track your package, see if it's arrived in your country or at your home, and keep an eye to make sure your order arrives. Similarly, if the order doesn't arrive at your home or chosen place, you can file a claim with AliExpress and they will refund your money. But for that, you need to pay close attention to the delivery date. Remember that this one said it would arrive by May 5 at the latest. Since it's May, you should wait until that date. And when it arrives, if your product from this seller still hasn't arrived, file a claim so they refund your money.